Imagine standing on the windswept plains of the American Midwest or deep within the dense forests of the Southeast, surrounded by towering mounds and intricate earthworks, remnants of civilizations long forgotten. What secrets do these ancient sites hold? Who were the people that built them, and what happened to their remarkable cultures? Today, we start on a trip through time to uncover the hidden mysteries of ancient Native American civilizations, a history as rich and diverse as the region itself. The enigmatic mound builders. Our journey begins with the enigmatic mound builders, a designation given to the many Native American societies that created thousands of mounds across North America. These mounds, some spanning over 100 feet high, had a range of uses, from burial grounds to ceremonial centers. But the mystery lies not just in their structure, but also in the people behind them. One of the most notable of these cultures was the Mississippian civilization, flourishing between 800 and 1600 AD. At its heyday, it was home to the biggest city in pre-Columbian North America, Cahokia, located near present-day St. Louis. At its height, the estimated population of Cahokia was 20,000, making it a booming metropolis. Monk's Mound, a gigantic earthen edifice with a base larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza, served as the focal point of the city. Yet the Mississippians left no written records. What we know about them comes from archaeological discoveries and the oral histories of their descendants. Their sophisticated culture had intricate social hierarchies, huge trade networks, and advanced farming processes. But why did this civilization, along with other mound builder cultures, inexplicably fall around 1600 AD? Was it environmental changes, conflict, or something more enigmatic that led to their downfall? The lost city of Etzanoa. Historians and archaeologists have been fascinated by the myth of a lost metropolis on the Great Plains for centuries. It was once believed that Etzanoa, commonly referred to as the Great Settlement, was only a fable. Recent findings, however, point to this metropolis perhaps being among the biggest Native American sites in North America. Etzanoa flourished in what is now Kansas during the 15th and 16th centuries, and it is thought to have been a part of the Wichita people's domain. Spanish explorers who traveled through the area in the 1600s reported seeing a huge city that stretched as far as the eye could see, home to thousands of people. These stories were written off as myths for many years, but contemporary archaeology is starting to support them. Remains and artifacts from what looks to be a large metropolis that fits the Spaniards' descriptions have been found during excavations. But why had Etzanoa disappeared? Why has this once proud metropolis fallen into disuse? The answers remain elusive, veiled in the mists of time. The Chaco Canyon mystery and the Ancestral Puebloans. As we travel west, we come across the Ancestral Puebloans, another ancient civilization renowned for their amazing architectural creations and enigmatic management. Chaco Canyon, which is in modern-day New Mexico, served as the center of this civilization. Chaco Canyon served as the hub of an extensive hundreds-mile network of villages, routes, and ceremonial sites between the years 900 and 1150 AD. The ancient Pueblo people were skilled builders who created enormous stone buildings known as great houses, some of which had hundreds of rooms and 4 stories. These structures demonstrated a thorough understanding of astronomy by being oriented in relation to celestial events. However, about 1150 AD, the Ancestral Puebloans abruptly left Chaco Canyon behind, despite their remarkable accomplishments. Their departure's causes are still unknown. Did it result from an extended drought, as some academics propose? Or were there deeper, more profound social or spiritual factors driving their exodus? The modern Pueblo tribes, descended from the Ancestral Puebloans, may have oral histories that provide hints, but the whole story of Chaco Canyon's collapse remains a mystery. The mystery of the Great Serpent Mound unsolved. The Great Serpent Mound, one of the most famous and enigmatic earthworks in North America, is located in the undulating hills of southern Ohio. With its head positioned to coincide with the summer solstice sunset, this enormous effigy, which is almost 1,400 feet long, represents a serpent uncoiling across the landscape, and its tail spiraling into a tight coil. Though some scholars speculate that a later civilization, such as the Fort Ancient culture, may have created the Great Serpent Mound, it was most likely erected by the Adena culture circa 1000 BC. There is still disagreement over the mound's actual function. Was it a cosmic calendar, a place for religious ceremonies, or something else entirely? The Serpent Mound's alignment with heavenly bodies, is what makes it so fascinating. The coils of the serpent may line up with lunar phases, but its head is precisely positioned to coincide with the setting sun on the summer solstice. This implies that the builders were well versed in astronomy, but how did they learn this information? And why did they decide to turn it into a serpent to make it eternal? The fall of the Anasazi people. Further southwest, we find the Anasazi, another ancient civilization that inexplicably vanished. Known for their cliff dwellings, such as those found in Mesa Verde, the Anasazi inhabited the Four Corners region of the United States for over a millennium. Their society was highly advanced, with elaborate irrigation systems, intricate pottery, and extensive trade networks. But approximately 1300 AD, the Anasazi began to forsake their cliff houses and spread over the country. The reasons for their quick departure are still discussed. While some hypotheses indicate internal disputes or invasions by other groups, others point to natural factors like deforestation or droughts. However, just like with many other prehistoric Native American societies, it is still unknown what exactly caused the Anasazi people to vanish. The Hopewell Culture's ancient wisdom. Known for its intricate burial mounds and vast trading networks that stretch from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico, the Hopewell culture flourished from 200 BC to 500 AD. They were skilled craftspeople who made beautiful metalworks, ceramics, and jewelry. However, the Hopewell's ceremonial and spiritual customs are what really make them unique. The Hopewell constructed enormous earthworks, some of which took the form of animals, like the well-known Great Serpent Mound. These buildings may have been utilized for astronomical observations, as well as ceremonies and funerals. But in 500 AD, the Hopewell people strangely declined, despite their cultural triumphs. Why did this once prosperous culture vanish? Was it due to changing climate, shifting trade routes, or something more enigmatic? The legend of the ancient giants. Among the numerous mysteries of old Native American cultures is the legend of the ancient giants. Numerous Native American tribes, including the Cherokee, Sioux, and Navajo, have oral traditions that talk of a race of giants who formerly inhabited the Americas. These giants were reported to be extremely strong fighters who towered over the typical human. There were many reports in the 19th and early 20th centuries of enormous skeletons being found in old burial mounds all over North America. It was claimed that some of these skeletons stood more than 10 feet tall. The persistence of the giant legends in Native American folklore raises interesting questions. Even though many of these stories were written off as exaggerations or hoaxes, were these stories true to some extent? Were these giants a mythologized relic from an ancient people, a different race, or something else entirely? Some researchers are still looking for proof to back up the legends surrounding the ancient giants, as the mystery surrounding them continues to captivate people's attention. The Maya civilization's advanced knowledge. Without mentioning the Maya, no discussion of prehistoric Native American civilizations would be complete. The Maya civilization was mainly centered in Central America, but its influence also stretched into modern-day southern United States. The advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and architecture that the Maya possessed was well known. The Maya created a sophisticated calendar system that could precisely forecast lunar and solar eclipses, and their pyramids were oriented to coincide with astronomical occurrences. They also developed one of the most advanced writing systems in pre-Columbian America. However, the Maya civilization started to decline about 980, despite their achievements. Why did the Maya leave behind colossal buildings like Tekal and Chichen Itza, but abandon their cities? Was it because of political unrest, environmental degradation, or overpopulation? While some aspects of Maya history have been deciphered, many questions remain unanswered, leaving us to wonder what other secrets this advanced civilization might have held. We are reminded of the breadth of history and the numerous untold stories as we delve into the unsolved mysteries of prehistoric Native American civilizations. These civilizations, with their impressive achievements and enigmatic disappearances, continue to intrigue and inspire us. The Mound Builders, the Ancestral Puebloans, the Hopewell, the Maya, and many others left behind a legacy that still resonates today. Their knowledge of astronomy, engineering, and spirituality was advanced for its time, and their oral traditions and artifacts provide us with glimpses into their world. Yet, as much as we have learned, there is still so much we do not know. The mysteries of these ancient peoples invite us to keep exploring, to dig deeper into the past, and to uncover the stories that have been lost to time. Who were the first Americans, and what did their world look like? The answers may lie buried in the earth, waiting for the next generation of explorers to discover them. Don't miss out on uncovering more mysteries and hidden truths. Hit subscribe and join us on a journey through history.